We live. Hi, I'm KD, and welcome to So Gifted Podcast. Let's get this show started. So today I would like to start off with my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Nashville tragedy shooting at the elementary school. It's unfortunate that once again, school shooting. We need to do better with the security and everything that's taking place in the world today. 3 kids, 3 adults. Once again, my thoughts and prayers goes out to everyone that lost their loved ones. We gotta do better, but something came across my radar. So back in June of 2022, the director spoke about the tragedy that was taking place in Texas, right? The massacre. The director said that gun violence is not a school problem, but a society problem. A recent intruder in Inglewood Elementary has parents calling for more security. Nashville school officials don't have plans to place school resource officers in the elementary school and conversations around the school safety following the massacre, which, like I said, that took place in Texas. Some lawmakers have called for more funding for the school security, including some school resources officers and even a special address gun control. They say they had no plans to increase number of SROs, Metro Nashville Police Department, to provide school resources officers in every middle and high school. The agreement is for 1 is each middle school and 2 in every high school. Due to the staffing shortage of only about 38 of 59 SOR positions budget for by the MNPD are currently staffed. Board members Frank Bush expressed concerns that elementary schools is due to not have SROs, but battles was clear that district is not planning to add SROs to its 70-plus elementary school campus. They said that the actual city had about 3.9 million unspent rainy day. That's what they call it, rainy day, right? Funds from a previous year budget that could have be used may fit the criteria for the one-time funds. But budget talks are ongoing, and the district has several requests in front of the council. Now, like I stated, this was back in June 15, 2022. The director just totally disregarded adding more security to the school system. They said that elementary was not as important to the middle school or high schools. I mean, all schools are important because they have children or kids in there that need to be protected, right? You dropping your kids off to actually learn something, and now you have to focus on if they can even focus on learning because they feel fearful of their life. And this Nashville shooting just the other day just shows you they have funds that can actually help prevent these type of tragedies. That this individual came in and shot up the whole school. And once again, we lost 3 kids. All 3 of them was 9 and 3 adults. I believe one was staff. 2 of them was staffs, I believe. And it's very unfortunate, man. I have kids. Most people already have kids nowadays. Even if not, you have loved ones that go to these private and or public schools. They need more security. If they aren't willing to invest in kids, parents might need to think about investing in their own kids and home training, homeschooling, and everything like that. I know that's easy said and done, but safety is first, so we got to do better than that. Something else that came across my radar as well. So it's this thing. That's true. Mass production of guns. Too much access. Yes. But once again, it's people that are killing people, right? That is the most important part. Mental health is at an all-time high. it was a strange smell going on in the DMV area. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It smelled like electrical that was taking place. Well, it smelled like that something was burning and it was like electrical. Now, the DC Fire Department, also the MS, actually tweeted after they began receiving calls from people in the DMV area via social media and things of that nature. They was in a location like Cleveland Park in the district, Van Ness, and Capitol Hill. People shared that the smell was part of Maryland, including Rockville and Potomac. So all the way out there, the smell seemed to come from a burning that was electrical in nature. In a tweet, like I stated, DC Fire Department, MSS, said that there was no fire significant incident, but it was working to find out the source of odor. Now, if they say that they don't even know where the smell is coming from and it's throughout the whole DMV area, something is going on, and they need to disclose that to the people because it had a very strange smell that could be, sickening to your stomach, right? If you was on lunch break, it didn't feel too good actually to have lunch because you felt like that you was having something in your system, right? That was horribly bad. So they got to fix that. I don't know what's going on with the health department, health system, and stuff like that. Something else came across my radar too. Eyedrops, right? I know some people use eyedrops. 6 to 8 people across the U.S. are now known to have been infected and or been contaminated, right, by eye drops, right? Over-the-counter drops. Isricare and Delsam Puma, first recalled in February, have now linked to cases in 16 states across the United States. Centers for Disease Control's Prevention, CDC, said is an updated alert for March 14th, meaning it could now be higher. So that was roughly over a week or so. That includes cases in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. The CDC said at least 37 were linked to 4 healthcare facility clusters. The CDC said without detailing where they are. Like, come on. The drops manufacturing is in Indiana. They said the United States didn't have any reports of this outbreak before this taking place. It is also extensively drug resistance, the center warned. So, from eye drops, from smells, school shootings, I don't know, bro. Like, we gotta look out for ourselves, right? We have to look out for ourselves. Something else that came across my radar too. There's like a fungus going around too as well. Yeah, fungus. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, once again, healthcare facilities across the country have been reported that it's a dangerous fungus going around, causing severe sickness in the hospitals and patients. The new deadly fungus is spreading rapidly, right, through southern states, serious global health threat. It's even claimed a few lives so far. The CDC states that it's a yeast can enter the bloodstream and spread throughout the body, causing serious invasive infection. The fungus has made its way into the states of Alabama. The CDC is very concerned about this situation. Health is wealth, right? Health is wealth. Gotta take care of ourselves, take our vitamins, and just stay away from things that can contaminate us. We have to check everything that we are placing in our body. You know, they say your body is your temple. And it's like every day something else is popping up on the radar, on the market, saying that it's not good for the people. The people got to watch out what they doing, right? What they spending their hard-earned money on. If it's not helping you, there's no need to even try it, right? Do something else, right? That is constructive. Something else that came across, antibiotics, right? Patients hospitalized with viral infection. Research investigate the impact of antibiotics use survival in more than 21 patients in the hospital in Norway between 2017 to 2021 and found that giving antibiotics to people with common respiratory infection was unlikely to lower the risk of death within 30 days. The height of the pandemic, antibiotics were prescribed for around 70% of COVID-19 patients in some countries, potentially contributing resistance. Like, it's called a superbug. That's what they naming it, right? The overseeing and misuse of antibiotics has helped become resistant to many treatment. Development scientists consider one of the greatest threats to global health, given the pipeline replacement, right? The latest researchers, which will be presented, they say next month, involving patients who positive via nasal and throat swab for viral infections such as the flu, RSV, or COVID-19, which I stated. Those with confirmed bacteria infections were excluded from the analysis. They say in a total of 63% of the 2111 patients received antibiotics for respiratory infection during the hospital stay. Overall, 168 patients died within 30 days, of which only 22 had not been prescribed antibiotics. After accounting for factors including sex, age, severity of disease, and underlying illness among patients, the researchers found those prescribed antibiotics during the hospital stay were twice as likely to die within 30 days than those not given the antibiotics. The research team noted that the sicker patients and those with more underlying illness were both more likely to get antibiotics and to die. Other factors such as patient smoking status could also play a role. So once again, health is wealth, man, and we got to start trying some home remedies or something like that, bro. Like some more organic herbs or whatever it may be. These prescribed medications that are being offered to the people, it seems as though it's not what's best for them, right? And have all these different side effects and things that's causing like mental health, and to do more research on certain things that we are reading, eating, and watching as well, right? Now it's time for the people to not only second guess the information and or the product that's being used, that's coming from these professionals, and they offering it to you. You have to ask questions, right? I know you can ask any question, but you have to ask the right questions, like health questions, like 5 years from now, a year from now, a month from now, even a day from now. Like, is this going to really help me in the long run? If it's not going to help me in the long run, don't do it. Find another way. Do some more research. Ask more doctors. Ask more people that have experienced these type of illness and or infections, so you can get a better understanding of what's best for you. Outside of that, you gotta do better. It was something else that came across that I want people to kind of check into, right? I know it's a lot going on with the student loans and stuff like that. It's a federal consumer watchdog, that's what they call it. A federal consumer watchdog just cracked down on the student debt relief. So I want you all to check on those type of things and see if you've been overcharged or overspending. Because right now, I think every dollar needs to be saved and going into the right, or filtering in the right way for yourself and your loved ones. For instance, you could take some of the hard-earned money and start investing in yourself and your kids and start homeschooling, because right now it seems as though the shooting at these schools is not getting any better. It seems like it's getting worse. And once again, you need to invest in yourself and your loved ones. and just protect them and love them, man, because you never know when is the last time you might see them or speak to them or tell them I love you, you know? So we all have to do better and protect one another and go forward with what's taking place. I spoke about on a previous episode the potential buyers of the Commanders. Two groups have placed their bids, I believe at $6 billion. I'm not sure when they're going to confirm that or when it's going to be final. I mean, it's up to Dan Snyder, of course, and whoever else that's part of that process. Magic Johnson is definitely part of the one of those groups, as I stated before. So I'm looking forward to new leadership for this community, and hopefully they can get it right this go around, because the previous 20 years they didn't get it done correctly, right? Respectfully, Dan Snyder, you know, he's in the business of making money, as you should, but it didn't really help the community, you know, providing opportunities for jobs and things of that nature. So once again, with these guns, mass shootings and things of that nature, they have to come up with a better way of doing like background checks and making sure those who are able to have one go through the proper channels to receive the product that they need to protect themselves and their loved ones as well. It's a lot of laws and bills being passed. I'm not sure if it's what's best for the people, but they're going to continue to paint their status quo. It seems as though what's best for them and how to protect their funds and their money, but it seems like the people is losing. So once again, people, we need to wake up. Health is wealth, and I definitely wanted to bring that to your awareness on a few topics that came across my radar. If anyone out there would like to bring up or want to speak on a few things or bring certain things to my attention, I'm open for it, looking forward to it, and definitely always a pleasure. I want to tap in with you all and speak to you, and once again, protect yourself. If you gotta stay in the house, stay in the house. If you don't, make sure you look both ways when you cross the street, you know. Once again, this is KD. So Get the Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.